Hi, my name is Rhonda. I'm a single mom of 4 children that lives here in Lynchburg, Virginia. Originally from New Jersey, so we arrived here in Lynchburg back in 2007 for a business I began, in which 2010 I lost that job. I was out of work for over 2 years. Fitness and health and nutrition has always been a big part of my life and a very important part of my life. And so when I found myself with no employment, I ended up in a facility that was dark and gloomy and not very bright, and then someone told me about these scholarships that the YMCA offered. I remember the day that I walked in and I asked for an application. That was a very difficult day for me because as a non-Christian I believed I could do everything on my own, and I was now needing help just to even pay for the gym. And James up at the front desk was friendlier than ever and graciously handed me the application. It was about 2 weeks later when Ivy called me in her sweet and caring voice and said that my family was awarded a scholarship and we'd be able to work out at the YMCA. I think the environment that's created at the YMCA is just a wonderful place. My children enjoy the basketball there. In the 2 years that I was still unemployed after becoming a scholarship member at the YMCA, I made amazing friendships. It gave me a place to still lift up my spirits and a place to see smiles from the youngest of the little kids walking in to the very oldest of the senior citizens, and it was just a place filled with joy. The environment that's created in all 3 of the YMCAs, I go to Jamerson and I go to the Express and I even come downtown, is an environment that is second to none. I just love the place. I love what they've given to me and my family. I walk out of there every day thanking God for giving me the physical abilities and then for enabling me financially through the scholarships that are given to me and my family to be able to work out at the YMCA. It means a whole lot to us. So the YMCA has been not just a place for physical activity and friendship and fellowship for me. It has been a place where God speaks to me so clearly. About 4 years ago I did become a Christian, and the Lord is a huge part of my life. Conversations go on inside your YMCA in the locker rooms that you folks can't even imagine what is done inside your YMCA, the 4 walls, and the things God is doing. I remember back in December after being diagnosed with cancer, I remember praying really hard about what surgery I was to have. And I remember praying really hard and asking God to show me His will. And I remember being in the Jamerson YMCA and 3 rows back and 2 machines in, where the Lord came and said, "You have prayed for me to ask you and give you direction, Mother, on where the surgery, which surgery, and I'm telling you I need a double mastectomy." And I remember so specifically how that happened. And I remember getting off and calling Dr. Plock immediately and saying, "I respect your opinion as a doctor, but you know what, my God has come and told me inside the YMCA today that He needs a double mastectomy, so we need to change my surgery." I remember doing that, and I remember 1 week after my surgery where the doctor called and said, "Thank God, inside the YMCA you listened to your God, because you had a whole nother tumor on the left side that nobody ever saw but God, and you would still have cancer." And so not only is the YMCA, like I said, for fellowship, for fun, for exercise, and for nutrition, it is one of the greatest places that I hear the Lord as I listen to worship music and just observe things that He's done inside there. I love your YMCA.